Did you know that managing your clients' inboxes is actually a service you could be offering? This is something that we talk about at length in my membership group, Virtual Assistant Insider. So if you're not familiar with it or you haven't yet joined, check it out at my website, erinbooth.com. But you might be asking yourself, who actually needs this service? And this is actually a service that people really do ask for. In fact, just the other week, I had a client reach out and say that she was so bad at inbox management and LinkedIn inboxes that this was one of the first things she was going to give to her virtual assistant. So I find in my experience that people in C-suite, CEOs, presidents of companies, managers, startups, even recruiters are the types of people that need LinkedIn management. I have a pretty simple system for offering LinkedIn management systems. In fact, I offer LinkedIn inbox management to my own clients. And the way that I do it is I start with a simple client questionnaire. People who are members of my online membership community get the questionnaire. So it's things like we align on goals. What do they want their inbox to look like? How often do they want me to check the inbox? Do they want me to archive things or delete spam? Or do they want me to respond to people on their behalf? Speaking of goals, I find that there are typical goals that clients tend to have when it comes to LinkedIn inboxes again and again and again. You'll get some people who want inbox zero. What that basically means is they want no new messages in their inbox whatsoever. They just need somebody like you to power through, clear out all the junk, get through all the messages, and sort out what's important and what's not. Another frequent goal I see from clients is income opportunities and lead generation. These two are closely related. So if you are working with a client who is in sales or who's an entrepreneur or again is selling a product, a service, or is looking for new leads to speak to or sell their product to, LinkedIn inboxes are a really great way to do that. Now, LinkedIn inbox management is different than inbox management in that the LinkedIn inbox is typically not used as frequently as an actual email inbox, and the goals are probably super specific to LinkedIn. So I think management for LinkedIn comes with 3 pretty easy steps. Your first step is to archive all old messages. These especially could be old messages in the inbox. That's anything that's older than 3 or 6 months, just archive it all. I typically find that if a client hasn't opened a LinkedIn message in a couple months, they're probably not going to open it today. So if it's already been a few months and they've not read it and there's been no follow-up, consider that a dead end and just go ahead and archive it so you can get it out of the inbox. The next step is to delete. You can go through your client's inbox and delete any spam messages, anything that looks like junk, anything that's irrelevant, maybe any promotional emails from LinkedIn. These are just things that are irrelevant to your client and they don't need to see it. So go ahead and delete those. Your third step, if your client gives you the okay, is to reply to messages that need your client's attention. Or maybe you're going to implement a system in which you simply star or flag emails that are a priority and need your client attention. Or maybe you guys have come up with a system where you give them an email at the end of the week where you say like, hey, these are the 5 LinkedIn messages that need your attention. Here they are. So whatever system you guys come up with, whether you're replying to the messages directly or whether you're simply starring important emails or whether you're sending an email recap to your clients, you want to have a system that you can rely on, a simple system that's easy for you and your client to remember, and one that's going to help not overwhelm your client, but actually make their LinkedIn inbox a little bit more manageable. The last thing I want to mention that you can do for your client is actually turn off email notifications. So every time your client gets a message through LinkedIn, they also get an email to their actual inbox. What you can do is go in through their LinkedIn settings and you can turn off the mail notifications. So that way, anytime somebody sends them a message in LinkedIn, it won't go to their inbox as well. And I find that this last step really helps make their own inboxes, like their primary email inboxes, a lot easier to manage, and it makes LinkedIn a little less overwhelming. So I would go ahead and turn those notifications off for your client too. So again, this is a very simple video this week about what LinkedIn management is and how you can start offering that to your clients. I talk about it a little more in depth, including how to start pitching this to your clients on my membership. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, I do have a membership that's live right now where I talk about both business development and skills training. So go ahead and check that out if this is something that's of interest to you. But if not, I hope this was helpful. LinkedIn management is a simple but also effective skill that you can offer to your clients, particularly clients who you're already working with. Expanding services with clients that you're already working with is actually a great way to really solidify yourself as like an invaluable partner to their business, because you're able to find new opportunities for you guys to work together. So this was my food for thought for you this week, and hopefully you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you on next week's video.